So happy Thursday, August 20th. I'm so excited that every single one of you is here. So thank you so much. I want to talk a little bit about this incredible system that both Wyatt and I are on. For us, it's been two totally different end results, which is really cool that this system really kind of fills in the gaps of where we are. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Candace Wyatt. I live in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm 30 years young. Something super exciting and random about me, I was just telling a few people before we started this call, is that I'm 30 years old and my youngest sibling is a year and a half. So super random, normal American family here. So a little bit about my health journey. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with a disease called polycystic ovarian syndrome. So what that meant is that I had over, and still to this day, not as many, but I had over 50 cysts on each of my ovaries, which caused a lot of complications. It caused everything from hypothyroidism, meaning that my body wasn't able to properly produce and process all of the emotions, everything that was going on in my lymphatic system. So I was holding on to a lot of water. And then I also was insulin resistant. So I had to be really careful with my sugars growing up. I would get super hypoglycemic, or I would pass out, or all these crazy things would happen to me. So as my years went on, the stresses of life came in, relationship stresses, work stresses, all of those different things came. And I was putting on weight. When I was a kid, I was called the zipper. I had no boobs or butt, and I was just basically a boy. But as I got older, I'm sure I don't know if you can contain to that as you're laughing. But as I got older, I started holding on all this weight in my stomach, in my arms, in my butt, and my clothes started getting a lot tighter. It was just horrible. My energy was super down. I was super lethargic. I found myself hormonally drained. I actually went in and got tested with my hormones, and we found out that my body was incapable of producing progesterone and really lowly producing estrogen. So my body was spiked in testosterone, meaning that my levels were out of control. My boyfriend is on this call, and you can ask him. I was like a psychomaniac. I would cry for no reason. I would be happy for no reason. And then it would be 5 minutes later, it'd be a totally different Candace. So it was fun for all of us. So as time went on, I had tried literally everything. After I got my hormones tested, they were like, you need to be on X, Y, and Z medications and supplements because your body's not producing what it needs to process energy, what it needs to process all of these different things. So I was paying about $1,000 a month in just supplement uses, whether it be vitamins and different things that my body wasn't capable of producing on its own. I noticed a difference for a little bit, but it wasn't anything that was long lasting. My lack of energy was constant. My mood swings were still outrageous, and I wasn't able to lose any weight. As a matter of fact, I was actually gaining 10 to 15 pounds rapidly every month, which was kind of crazy. So then they changed it into me giving myself shots 2 times a day, once in my stomach, once in my butt. Did that for about 9 months. It was absolutely miserable. And then from there, we went to me trying purely concentrated hormone creams. So I have tried everything that you can possibly imagine. Then I did all the, network marketing, all of the Plexus, the Arbonne, the Herbalife, the Advocare, the It Works, the everything like that. And sadly, none of those worked for me. I was super hopeful every time I tried something new, but it just wasn't working for me. So when my girlfriend Toria introduced me to Isogenics, I was super whatever, this isn't gonna work. I've tried literally everything else, and here we are. Excuse me. And so what I loved was that there was a 30-day money-back guarantee, that if I didn't love this product, I could send it all back, I could send all the canisters back, and I could get all my money back. And I was like, okay, now you have me interested. So I was actually really interested in doing this for the first 30 days. And then I was planning on, my goal was to send everything back after 30 days and just get my money back. But if you look at my picture between the week 1 and the week 4, that's my 30-day transformation. And between those 2 photos, I had been able to release over 15 pounds and over 12 inches overall, which was insane, especially to someone who was gaining 15 pounds to now being able to lose it. I noticed energy spikes. I was noticing immediately brain fog was lifted. I noticed my clothes were fitting better. I noticed moods were a little bit more even killed. I still have issues with that, but I feel like I blame that on being Italian. And then if you look at my third picture, that's after my first 16 weeks of what we call an ISOBODY challenge. And from there, I had lost over 21 pounds, which again was insane. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. And then after the 7 months, I actually took that picture just last week. And the last time I got on the scale, I've lost over, I think it's like 36 pounds as of now. And I don't even know the inches because I don't know where my little band is. So all that to say, first of all, the weight is amazing that I've been able to release that much weight. But more than anything, like, I'm so thankful for the fact that my brain fog is gone, the fact that my energy is here like all day long. Like, I'm starting to work out, which is amazing. And that's another thing. During all this, I didn't work out at all. So it just really speaks to the nutrition and really speaks that if you're fueling your body with the nutrients that it's definitely craving and desiring, then you're going to get incredible results. So that's enough about me. I would love to introduce Wyatt Eaton. What I love about this system more than anything is, one, everything is so incredible, right? Like, all of this is incredible. What's happened to me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all these things during it. But I have grown a community of humans and like-minded individuals that I never would have met if it wasn't for this vehicle of isogenics. And one of those amazing people is Wyatt Eaton. We actually took about an hour last week to just kind of talk to each other, get to know each other. I'm not going to give all of his stuff, but I do want to hype him up a little bit. So he's 27 years old. He works in college athletics in Elizabethtown College in South Central Pennsylvania. He's been athletic since he could walk. And I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of his performance bio that he sent me, because I'm like, what the heck? I can't even walk up the hill, and he's like done all these things. So he has done 1 triathlon, 1 duathlon. He's run 3 half marathons with a personal record of 1:37. Holy snot rockets. He's done numerous 5Ks, turkey trots. He's done 19 Tough Mudders. Okay, I like eat turkey, so that's cool. He's done a train race. He's done 3 savage races, a bone frog, a rugged maniac. He's done 5 Ragnarok trail rallies, 2 regular, ultra, like, I mean, I think I could just keep going. But the coolest thing that I think is now that I can say that in 2020, he was on season 5 National Ninja League World Championship finalist, which is probably the coolest thing ever. So with all that being said, Wyatt, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Candace. The community aspect of this all is really, really awesome. You never know who you're going to meet. And when you do, it's just, you get so inspired because of, you know, we're also like-minded in what we want, and maybe not so in what we're getting, but we're using the same system to be able to get that. And I think it's awesome. And it just speaks to the nutrition that we're putting into our bodies. So a little bit about me. I'm actually 32 and will be turning 33 in a couple months. But thank you for that. I'll take it as a compliment. And yeah, I've been an athlete pretty much all my life. You know, I played about every sport growing up, from soccer to baseball, basketball. I was the kicker on our football team for a year. I ran track in college, and then yeah, I sent Candace my performance bio, and it is a pretty lengthy list. Like, I love to compete. I love to be active. I love challenges. But before isogenics, I was always tall and skinny growing up, and I always got picked on. You know, I always got called skin and bones and chicken legs and, you know, things like that, whether it was intentional or unintentional, you know, family and friends. So while it was mostly just in jest, you know, it didn't mean that it didn't hurt on the inside, and it hurt more because it was true. Like, they were just calling it like they saw it. And, you know, even though they were trying to be funny, like, on the inside it hurt. And, you know, for the longest time, I didn't do anything about it. You know, I just kind of just let it be. And I even got bullied for an entire year of middle school. not, I didn't get physically beat down, but, just books knocked out of my hands and rubber bands in the back of the neck, just, stuff like that. Cause I couldn't defend myself. Like if I tried to stand up to this kid, like I would have gotten pummeled. And once I really, dedicated myself to the weight room, and this was after college, I didn't lift much in college, which, I easily regret right now. But once I did, it was like 2012, I graduated in 2010. So like 2012-ish, I really got into the weight room, and like I wanted to put on muscle because like everybody around me, all my teammates, like everybody could put on muscle, but I just freaking couldn't. So I started using some, protein supplements just at the recommendation of some friends, and, just your GNC variety ones, tried a couple different ones, and, saw a little bit of gains, but, if there were, a week or two where I couldn't get to the gym or whatever it was, like I'd lose it. So then I'd have to work twice as hard just to get back to where I was. And, it just amounts to a lot of frustration. And, it didn't, the muscle I was putting on, or really wasn't putting on, it wasn't a direct correlation to the work that I was putting in at the gym. Like for me, I go 110% in whatever I do. And like, I don't waste my time. Like I'm efficient with my time. So if I'm in the gym for an hour, I'm going to bust my butt for an hour. And I wasn't getting those results. And then you couple that with the fact that, I've been training for American Ninja Warrior for the last 6 years now. And my friend Lindsay, who I've known since childhood, she's the one that, she saw and heard my frustrations and knew that I wanted to put on muscle and was having trouble doing that. She's the one that introduced me to isogenics. It was the summer of 2015. I can remember just like it was yesterday. We sat down and had some frozen yogurt, and, she brought me some samples. And I saw her results. She had started, maybe half a year before that or so. And she had tremendous results with weight loss. And, at that point, it's kind of like, okay, that's awesome. And, we talked about it for a little bit. She talked to me a little bit about the business side as well. And, I was skeptical. I was like, I don't really know, like maybe, but so then, I hemmed and hawed for 6 months, and, I can remember this like it was yesterday. I was sitting on my couch. It was late February, and, I was just thinking to myself, if I change nothing, then nothing's going to change. So, I trust Lindsay. She wouldn't bring me something that, I wouldn't trust her with. So again, 30-day guarantee, like just give it a shot and see what happens. And yeah, 4.5 years later, here I am. And, you can see the picture. Like I've been able to put on muscle. I'm almost at 20 pounds gained, muscle wise since I started. And I call it muscle made easy because, for all those years of frustration, not being able to get it, it's, not that long of a time, since I started that it just came on. Like all of a sudden my shoulders had blown up, and like I had a chest, and, I had biceps, and I could finally look in the mirror and be like, I'm proud of you. I couldn't do that for years and years. Like I was not happy with myself and looking in the mirror because I couldn't get what I wanted. And here I am, I have what I wanted, and damn proud of it.
Yes. I love that. I give myself finger guns about 2 to 3 times a day.
You should be.
I just walk by and I'm like, what up, sexy? And I'm really glad no one is in this house with me, because people are probably going to be like, what the heck? But thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's amazing to hear. And I love that we've done so much of the same work in the sense of the nutrition that we've done. Obviously not the gym. I could not play on a jungle gym like you could, I'm sure. But knowing that we have fueled our bodies with so much of the same thing. I actually just finished my BCAAs. I put it in a fancy glass, so I felt like I was being fancy, and it was a wine cooler. But like, it's just amazing that this nutrition really speaks for itself. It comes in and is able to, I don't even know, fill in the gaps of all the things that our food can't fill in. So I definitely want to talk about some of the challenges that we're all talking in, and why obviously just chime in wherever you feel needed to. Obviously the toxicity that we're all dealing with the food that we're eating, what we're drinking, what we're breathing, what we're absorbing. the food that we eat now is obviously nothing like it used to be by any means. And if you think about it, me and Wyatt were actually laughing about this the other day. We were talking about how if you try to tell one of your friends about this amazing nutrition system, immediately they become researchers. But if you're like, hey, do you want to go down to the pub and get, a bar and all this different kind of stuff? Nobody says anything. They don't say, oh, I need to research where that cow came from if I'm about to eat this burger. It's just so funny. And then what you drink, if you're drinking alcohol, all that different kind of stuff, what you're absorbing, whether that be through your lotions, your body washes, all of those different things, to what we're stressing, like through physical stress, whether it's good through working out, emotionally, just through, who's not freaking stressed right now with COVID and everything that's going on in our world? And then financially, not only is there so much going on in our world financially, but also just like so many people are getting laid off and people are furloughed and people are literally just like waiting for that next severance check to be able to fill in and pay for their bills. And then deficient food system, like we said, the things that you're getting even in the produce section is nothing like what we used to be eating. It's nothing like what our grandparents were eating. When they pull an orange off of the tree, we would have to eat 9 oranges now to be equivalent to the 1 orange that they used to have. And everything is so much more processed than it's ever been. Another thing is like yo-yo dieting is such a thing because we get discouraged by slip-ups. There's so many different people that are like, don't do this, this, and this. And then whenever you get done or you mess up once, you feel like you have to start back over, or you're so annoyed or you're so angry because you removed carbs out of your life that you're like, screw this, I'm never doing this again. And you become this horrible, bitter person. So those are all challenges that we're obviously all dealing with and we're all facing. So what's amazing about Isogenics is we really have a no compromise commitment. And what's awesome about that is all of our foods are nutrition approved. It's all third-party rigorous quality testing. We're doing a ton of responsible resourcing. All of our whey in our shakes are undenatured whey from grass-fed pasture-raised cows, which is amazing. Everything is made with natural ingredients, so you have no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. And for people that are like me and celiac and cannot have gluten, every single one of our products are gluten-free, which is amazing. And that was another thing I was worried about when I was thinking about this. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to have half the products. And they're like, no, they're already gluten-free. It makes it super, super simple. So one thing I would love to talk about is just go over these 3 shakes and why I definitely talk about these 2, like how they affected you. But I know for me, I am on the plant-based shakes that we have, which we do have a plant-based option, which is awesome. I'm also lactose intolerant, so the whey does not do well with my body. But the plant-based are absolutely incredible. And since I have removed a lot of dairy, I think that's also helped with some of the inflammation in my gut because I've removed dairy out of my diet. So what's amazing about these is that these shakes have 24 grams of protein. If they are the plant-based, they are fava beans, mung beans, and peas. And if they're regular, again, they are the undenatured whey protein that are grass-fed cows. And then I know Wyatt uses our pro. He mixes both the isolene with the pro. And what the pro is it just has 30 grams of protein instead of the regular 24. So you're getting an extra boost of that protein. What's amazing about these is they can either A, be used as meal replacements if you're wanting to cut down in weight, or you can add them into your everyday lifestyle if you're trying to bulk. Another thing that I love is our Cleanse for Life. And I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 months that I've been on our system, I didn't cleanse at all. Because I was terrified of the word cleanse. I was like, I do not want to be holding the shitter, not being able to leave my apartment, not being able to leave the bathroom. And so I was so nervous, you guys. I was like, I can't do this. I don't want, And then I remember having like a deep conversation with my girl Sydney, and she was like, Candace, it's just like an oil change for your cells, and you're just going to be peeing a lot because it's a urinary cleanse. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad at all. And it's amazing now how different my body has felt since I've incorporated the cleanses. I've noticed even more energy. I've noticed more brain clarity. Anytime I feel like I'm about to get sick or everything that's happening with COVID, now I have been cleansing once a week and I have not had any kind of like ailments in a really long time. So having this to kind of be a fighter for us is a really awesome opportunity. And then probably one of my most favorite products that we have is our Ionic Supreme. What this is like the beacon of the gods, if you will. A lot of the moms call this the mommy juice because it's basically like nature's answer to stress. What it does is it has adaptogens in it. So what they are is they are plants that are able to adapt, just like the name says, in harsh environments. So whether that be the desert, the jungle, the rainforest, whatever it may be, but they're not just adapting, they're actually thriving in those environments. And so the great thing is when you digest those same plants, your body is able to maintain stress the same way that that plant was able to grow during that stressful environment. So if you have Ionic Supreme, it's able to bring you down if you're too high and bring you up if you're too low in like a depressive state. I've actually taken this several times and I've been dealing with some serious molly grubs up in the brain. And like an hour later, I've noticed myself start to level out, like chemically balanced wise, which is really cool. Obviously, I'm not claiming that for anything that is compliance wise, but I am just speaking a story from my personal self. I don't want to get in trouble. So what I would love to do is talk about a little bit of day in our life, because a lot of people are like, so do you even eat food? Obviously, it's going to be totally different what you eat, how you organize your day based off of your personal goals. So whoever pulled you and called you onto this call, obviously talk to them about your personal goals and what you're trying to obtain before you just go out and try to do it all on your own. So normally I start my day with the adaptogenic tea or the Ionic Supreme, because if I've had a wild dream or didn't sleep well or whatever it may be, I want to make sure that I'm starting my day in a clear headspace. Then I normally have a shake, because I'm not going to lie, I've been doing this for 7 solid months now, and every single morning I crave a shake. And every single morning those shakes are freaking better than the last shake. And I don't understand how that's possible. I don't know if it's because the fact of when you're hungry, your body's actually craving nutrients and not calories. So my body's like, give me that good stuff. And then I normally, sometimes will have a snack in the middle of the day, but to be honest with you, the shakes actually fulfill me until lunch. I normally have a second shake at lunch. If I want a snack, I have one. I do my amped products, workout, and then normally have my dinner at night before I go to bed. So super, super simple. So some other things too, a lot of people think that we just have shakes. But what's amazing is we actually have a suite of over 100 different products. So brain and sleep support, I actually just started this last week, and I have noticed I am sleeping like a freaking rock. Like I put that spray in my mouth and I swear to God, 20 minutes later, I am snoozing like a freight train, and I do not wake up until the next morning. And I wake up and I've had like some of the best sleep of my life. Zija is an amazing group of products that was a different company that we actually recently liquidated, if you will. So they have got so many incredible products like Super Mix and different things like that that we didn't already have in our suite. Organic greens are so amazing. They have 30 different types of greens in them. And I will let you know I am not even drinking enough of my vegetables a day. The energy products that we have from the E-Shots, which are like our version of a 5-hour energy that is all plant-based. Our organic and premium roast coffees that are mixed with coconut oil and other different products that help you with like digesting and stuff like that. And then Bia. You guys, Bia, if I could live off of Bia, I would probably do that. I have one of these every single day, and I feel like I can tell a difference in my mood if I don't have one. I know that if I don't have a Bia, like first thing in the morning after my Ionic Supreme, like the world may fall apart. But they're so good. The AMP products are amazing. I actually just started this line this week, so I know Wyatt, you might be able to say a little bit more on them. But I started them this week. I've seen incredible results. I know my boyfriend, he's a cyclist. He's seen incredible results with the nitro, with being able to boost his PRs and a lot of different things and stuff like that. But Wyatt, do you want to talk on the AMP a little bit? Because that was kind of like your main focus of the products.
Sure. Yeah, just quickly on amped. You know, it's designed for athletes, but it's still beneficial for everybody to use. You know, they've got pre-workout, during, post-workout. And the best part is like the labeling on the canisters, it tells you when you can use it, like how far in advance, or, you know, post-workout, how far after, you know, to be taking it. And, you know, it's 2 scoops for 8 ounces, or, you know, depending on the product, whatever it is. It all works. You know, so out of the 3 half marathons, I ran 2 of them in the same weekend because I'm just that kind of crazy. I ran I ran Brooklyn, New York on a Saturday, and then drove 2 hours and ran Mount Pocono the following day. And I ran 4 minutes faster on Sunday than I did Saturday.
Wow.
Using Amped. So
that's incredible.
I think it works. I think.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, that's awesome. That I'm really excited to see. So I have to tell you guys a fast, really funny story. So I don't run, like I run to the refrigerator. I've never been big in working out or anything like that. Like that's something that Justin can attest to. And today when I worked out, you guys, I was on the treadmill just like getting warmed up. And after I had the nitro, I was like, your girl can run. And I like almost ran a full mile and I was like, this is victory. Like I was so proud of myself. And then another thing that I love is that we have snacks to be able to like accommodate you throughout the day. The Ice of Delight chocolates for me are a huge win. And then being able to have the Harvest Thins, which are like a really good, healthy 100-calorie packed snack. Crunch is amazing for me because I have a huge oral fixation. So super fast, I want to talk about a few frequently asked questions because I want to be able to eliminate some issues that people have before they have them. Do I eat real food? Will I stay full? Like we said before, 100%. Obviously, the food that you're going to be eating will be totally dependent on your personal goals. For me, I was wanting to lose weight, so I was eating way less. And for Wyatt, I know he was wanting to gain, so he probably increased his caloric intake alongside also having the shakes. Will I stay full? My stepdad is 220 pounds. If he does this, if he stays full from 5 a.m. when he has his first shake to about 1 or 2 when he has his lunchtime. So most definitely you will stay full. What does a cleanse day look like? We will definitely walk you through that as you do your first cleanse day, because I'm not going to lie, your first cleanse day is kind of just like, what do I do? What do I do? But it's so easy. Again, you're just drinking a bunch of the Cleanse for Life throughout the day, and you're monitoring, like really slimming down how much food that you're eating per day, normally utilizing only the snacks that we have to help get you through the day. What do I eat for dinner or snacks? Again, that's going to be totally up to you if you're wanting to gain, if you're wanting to lose. What if I don't need to lose weight? That's amazing. Wyatt did not need to lose weight, and he was actually able to gain over 20 pounds. What do you say? Knox is the real deal. Loaded going into that double half marathon weekend, and it paid off. There you go. That's awesome. I have not tried the Knox yet, so we will definitely do that. I'm on the go all the time. I might be too busy. I may be one of the busiest human beings in this entire planet. I have got so much stuff going on, and the fact that you can make a shake in 30 days, dear God. 30 minutes is the greatest. What is wrong with you? 30 seconds. It's been a long day. The nitro is getting to you. You can make a shake in 30 seconds is by far the best thing ever. So what do you add to the shakes? You can literally add whatever you want, but all I ever add to mine are ice, water, and then sometimes I'll do peanut butter if I want to do a peanut butter and jelly shake with my strawberry shake, but that's really it. Do I have to do this forever? You absolutely do not have to do this forever, but I know that I feel like the stars in the sky, and if I know that if I feel this way because of these products, I'm never going to stop. So no, you don't have to. What if my husband, boyfriend wants to do it? I will let you know that if you have a significant other living with you, around you, a family member, whatever it may be, once they start seeing how amazing you feel, how incredible your emotions are changing, and that they're getting their significant other back, they're going to definitely want to be able to do this alongside you so they can do it together. Do I have to work out? You do not have to. For the first 7 months of everything, I did not work out at all. Thanks, Crystal. I did not work out at all, which was insane that I was able to lose over 35 pounds due to that. So I'm super excited to see what things look like now since I've incorporated working out. Is it expensive? Depends on what your mindset of expensive is. Every single shake is equivalent to $3.30 a meal. So if you break that down, it's actually cheaper than if you were to go to McDonald's or wherever and get yourself a meal, because those are normally $7+ more. So again, completely up to you guys on what you think expensive is. And then what if I don't like it? Like Wyatt and I were both saying, it's absolutely amazing because you do have a 30-day money back guarantee. If it's not something that you want, you can ship it all back. A lot of people do know that Isagenix is a multi-level marketing company. So a lot of people ask, do I have to sell this stuff? And absolutely no, you don't. What's amazing about this is that 85% of the people who utilize Isogenics are solely product users. So what's incredible about that is it is a system that you are able to make money if you want, but it's not a requirement. There's also no requirements of how much you have to spend every month to receive any kind of discounts or anything like that. So that's another big thing. So I know some of the other companies that I had been with in the past, it was completely opposite. So I do want to share super quick that how you can eat for free though, because that is a big option. You don't have to sell it, but you can eat for free by grabbing 2 friends. So what I'm going to do is talk about, pretend like this cute little blonde on here is me. And we're going to pretend as if I bought a value pack, which is exactly what I did. You can start with individual products if you want to, or you can also buy it by system. We always suggest that you purchase a system because it's really getting you the full experience of getting you that true cellular turnover in 30 days and giving you all the support that you possibly need. So we're going to use value packs for this example. So let's say that I share this with my boyfriend, Justin. This looks kind of like Justin, sort of. We'll pretend like that's Justin. And so let's say I share it with him and he starts with the value pack just like I got started. What's amazing because of that, we don't sell any kind of advertising. We don't do any kind of ads, commercials, promotions, anything like that. So instead, the company actually rewards the people for sharing their stories. So say I share it with Justin and he starts on the value pack with the same exact pack I got started with. And so I am getting $100 in my pocket. Let's say that I also share it with my mom within the same commission week. She's like, you know what, Candace, I've seen you lose all this weight, have all this energy. I want to sign up and do the same exact thing. So she gets started with the value pack too. And I get another $100. What's even more incredible about this is if I get Justin and my mom started within the same commission week, the company actually doubles what I get, and I now get $200 per person. So instead of getting $100 per person, I now get $200 per person. So for just getting 2 of my boyfriend and my mom, people that are going to be seeing what I'm doing in my life anyways, doing this journey with me, holding me accountable to make sure that I'm doing this well, that I'm sticking to it, that I'm not giving up, that I'm not going to fall into a slip up. I've just made $400, which is amazing because this can well over cover some of the different packs that we have. But let's say that I do that within 30 days of me getting started from an associate to a consultant, which is like our first level, you get an extra $100. So that's already $500 paying for pretty much any pack that we have. Then you move forward and you say, Justin's like, you know what? I'm seeing incredible PRs with this. I want to share this with some of my cycle guys. And he introduces it to one of the cycle guys and one of the cycle girls, and they get started too. And what's amazing is not only does he get the money I just showed you, but I also get paid $100 for him sharing, which is incredible. Then let's say my mom shares it with one of her girlfriends and one of her guy friends along on her tennis team. And they see how amazing she's doing, and they start with the same exact thing, the value pack. Not only does my mom get those same exact results that I just showed you, but then I get another $100, and now I'm at $700. Once you've done you share, they share. So I've shared it with my boyfriend and my mom, and then they've shared it with 2 people. What's incredible about that is it's something that takes you to another level that's called manager. And if you do this within 60 days, you get another $250. So if you think about this, there is an opportunity to make close to $1,000. So no, you don't have to sell this stuff, but just by sharing your story and having accountability, you have the opportunity to include extra money in your pocket. So think of it like that. So I want to show you guys, again, you have opportunities to start individually if this is something that rings your bell, that gets you excited, that makes you want to kind of feel how Wyatt and I are feeling, how it's literally 8:35 and I feel like I could go out and run again, which is still blowing my mind. The top one, we have 2 major packs, the basic pack, which is like your bare bones, and then the one on the right here, this is the one that I got started with. It's amazing because it's 90% of your food for 30 days, and it's all delivered directly to your door, so you don't have to worry about going anywhere. It's super, super convenient, and it even comes with a travel blender, which has been super a savior for me. So if you guys have any questions at all, know that you're more than welcome to ask us here. You can ask us on Instagram, but we are so excited that every single person came, and I love you all.